Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Breaking Bad. I uh, I had a training all last week and I couldn't get everything done in time, so I took the week off from uploading anything to YouTube. And in that week, I discovered that the reason why my touchpad doesn't work anymore and why it keeps lifting up is because the battery is swelling, which apparently is a common factor in Dell computers. So I've got a new battery on the way. The laptop itself still works. It's hopefully not going to explode anytime soon, but we've got a new battery on the way that should come in this week. And then also discovered that my OBS was not recording correctly. And so I had done a bunch of songs. I had done 3 songs, and then was going to react to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with you guys. Well, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest got interrupted, and because my storage was full and I couldn't figure out why it was full. Well, come to find out, OBS was storing my videos over to the the main drive, C drive, rather than D drive, which is where I've got all my videos and stuff. So no wonder my C drive filled up and I couldn't record anymore. Not only did OBS mess up in the last update that it changed its settings to where it saved everything, but also the sound was no longer working. And I had to reload my audio and all of that. So I didn't have sound for the Princess and the Frog song that VoicePlay did. I didn't have it for Jeff's Monster Mash. And then I also did Peter Hollins's This Is Halloween. And I'm terrible at syncing up a separate video to the one I've recorded. I don't see how people do it. Uh, it's why I use OBS, so I don't have to sync. This is Halloween was so funny. I'm going to, or not This is Halloween. My reaction to Monster Mash that was so funny. I'm going to take the time to actually put that one together to sync it all up and everything. But the others I scrapped. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I've got half a movie. I was an hour and 17 minutes into it. No sound. I was like, well, forget it. So I went ahead and finished the movie, deleted what I had. You guys won't get a reaction to that one. I liked the movie, though. It was a good movie. So I think everything's fixed now. I think the sound is fixed. I'm going to test it one more time just to make sure before we watch this episode of what are we watching? Breaking Bad. So at any rate, I can't remember. It's been 2 weeks now. I can't remember what I last watched. I'm so frustrated with my computer and everything else just kind of dominoing. I just I can't remember what we last saw. I know that they're dealing with the crazy dude still. Tito, Titus, starts with a T. Both of his henchmen are dead. The one died by accident. Oh, that's right. So the one died by accident, and Walt thinks that they're after to kill him, so he was going to take off. He was getting ready to tell his wife that they needed to take off and leave. And just as he was getting that, Pinkman kept calling him. So he goes out to confront Pinkman, and there is Tito or Titus or whatever his name is in the back seat holding a gun to Pinkman's head. So the dude did get them. So now we have to see what happens and kind of go from there. His wife is mad at him because he's acting funny and everything anyhow. So Purdy's sleeping. I tried to cut her mats out with scissors. I took these guys out and tried to cut them, and she bit me even with me doing that. So she's just going to have to be matted. Either that or I'm going to have to burrito her front end so I can cut the mats out of her back end. Not any fun. Oh, and it's also been a bad day because Penn State lost today to a team they should never have lost to. Not by a mile. Bad mood for that, too. It's just been a bad week. I do hope that the quarterback for the other team is going to be okay. It looked like he broke his arm. If it's not broken, I'll be shocked. It looked really bad. So I hope he's going to be okay in the long run. I know he's not right now. Let's get to it. Let's see what they're up to. How are the boys going to get out of this one? This one's called Grilled. I don't know what that sound is. Sounds somewhat familiar, but I don't know what it is. A lot of bullets. Is that Pinkman's car? Yeah. Look at all the bullet holes in the back end. Is that the hydraulic system? Windows are blown out. What the hell happened?
Tuco Salamanca.
Tuco.
For those of you, anyone will see the photos? They're on my website. Hilarious. Anyways, the
He's such
upshot
a
is.
jerk.
What the hell was that? Jesus. Want to try that again?
Is this a football game?
Do you want to find this guy? Yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
It's like a pep rally.
Hell yeah!
Is he going to find something that could link him to the labs? The meth labs?
Anything else. I was actually hoping that you had something else, being that you're the expert.
She's getting irritated.
So that cell phone call she's talking about, I ran it.
And?
Never happened. No record of it.
Second cell phone.
So he's thinking that he might be seeing somebody on the side. All you have to do is get rid of the SIM card. You don't have to ruin the phone. Are they in the trunk? Just a little hot in there.
Get up! Get up!
So there aren't any bullet holes in the trunk yet, which tells me that Tuco's going to end up shooting a bunch of bullets at something and at the car. And they were kind of in a line, so it might have been spinning around shooting. And I bet one of the bullets hits the hydraulics, which is why it kept going off in that first scene we saw.
Thank you, Marie.
I was going to say, are they on a truce? Hey, little girl. We got Fangs, we got JoJo, we got Purr. It's just a party. You gonna watch? Grandpa had the same type of crutches. He was an amputee. Is this Tuco's place? Tuco's dad's place. Ah, he did have it in his pocket. So now we just got to wait out the 72 hours. He's being responsible. Don't make fun of him.
Answer me one thing.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
I trust you. He's been acting all pouty on account of no dose.
He doesn't know Gonzo's dead.
It's killer. Yeah, seriously.
He's not lying.
I was thinking, like, who's talking to you?
Not a good sign. He sees Pinkman as expendable.
You need me, man. Careful when you hit it. It kicks like a 12 gauge when it comes on. Chili powder.
I hate chili powder. He's my partner.
Told you it wasn't good he saw him as expendable.
The
call you said Walt got before he disappeared?
She's going to tell him about
There's
Pinkman.
no record of it with the phone company.
No, Hank, you can't just bring up secret cell phone and then drop it. What does it mean?
I don't know, Sky.
What about the marijuana? He's not on pot anymore.
Chemotherapy and marijuana go together like apple pie in Chevrolet. Maybe he's
It helps
addicted
keep the
to pot, and he
medicine
owes the
down
drug dealer a lot of money.
Marie, you don't get hooked
from
on
when they
pot
get
like
sick.
that.
That's not Pinkman's, is it?
Motivate him. He's one of the few.
No, it was his aunt's house that he was at,
Yeah,
right?
so
Not his
nice.
mother's.
He's a good man. Jesse's not answering either phone number I have for him, and no one seems to be home at his house.
Okay, so that answered kind of what I was mumbling, but I forgot that he had gone to his parents in his moment of crisis without Walt. And we met his brother Jacob, I think. Learned that his little brother was smoking pot, and not the good kind. Uh, so I forgot about all that. His mom looks different here. She didn't have a hat on last time, so that's probably a big part of it. But yeah, so I'm straight now.
If he had spent half as much time and money on his education as he has on that ridiculous bouncing car.
Specifically, I want to know if the car's got a low jack.
Old cars don't have low jacks on them, do they? Has he got the little bell to let him know when he needs something, huh?
Did I not already tell you how moronic that was?
Whatever, man. At least I tried. Well, at least he wants you alive.
That's true. Oh, they just showed Gonzo.
Life is not the priority here, because I'm going to be dead soon anyway. That's your point.
Is he going to switch the bad stuff with the blue magic now that he's already a little bit high?
La comida está preparada, señor.
Tigo, is that uncle? I know T.O.
You're looking
is
a little
uncle.
weak.
He's going to notice that it got messed with. Oh, he's not? So he didn't notice that his burrito was messed with. Although all the others look perfect.
What'd you do that for?
Well, I hope he didn't put all of it in there. He realized that he knows what's going on.
Are they punking me?
Is he going to start shooting at Pinkman as he runs? Okay, gun's out of his hand. The bullets were closer to the car. The shells were closer to the car. Wait a minute. It's not matching the beginning. Run, boys, run! Is it the cousins or the DEA? Ah, picture's frozen. DEA. You're not Jesse.
Oh, shit.
Okay, now the scene is making sense. Waiting for that one shot. You got it. He's going to see it's Hank.
What are you doing?
Is he going to see the dust? I guess he's not going to see the dust of them running. Oh, ran out of fuel. Out of hydraulic fuel. Hey, Theo. So we got Purdy still. We've got JoJo right here. You can see her rump. Fang's left. She went to her carrier to sleep. And I apologize. I thought I could watch the show with my contacts in. I was doing well at the beginning, and then they started drying out. So I apologize for all the eye funniness. So somehow the boys got out of the situation. Of course, they still got to get across the desert, but I don't know if they're if they got a long stretch to civilization or not. Guys like Tuco like to be out in the middle of nowhere. So we'll have to see what happens there. But at this point, Hank is going to be calling in his department, even though he was off duty. Gunfire proceeded. Somebody died, so he's got to call police in at the very least, if not the DEA. So that's going to tie him up for a bit, and the boys will be able to get away during that time. But Pinkman's car's there, so he's at least connected Pinkman to Tuco, who's a known drug lord. Yeah. So that's a problem. Plus, with Skylar knowing that he has had a second phone, it's going to be harder for him to hide things because she's going to be watching him like a hawk. She's going to want to know why he had a second phone to begin with. So they've escaped, but things are messy. Thank you all for joining me on this one, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.